For years, people have wondered if it's possible to bring dinosaurs back to life. The idea became popular after the movie Jurassic Park, where scientists extracted dinosaur DNA from mosquitoes trapped in amber. Since then, fossil hunters have searched for a real-life mosquito with ancient blood. But until now, nothing has proved successful. Now, for the first time, scientists have confirmed the discovery of a fossilized mosquito with blood inside its body. The shocking part? This fossil wasn't found recently. It was discovered around 30 years ago by Kurt Constanius, a geology student, during a fossil hunting trip in Montana. He saw hundreds of fossilized insects and stored them in boxes in his family's basement. For years, those boxes sat untouched and the rare mosquito remained unnoticed. Years later, a retired biochemist named Dale Greenwald began volunteering at the Smithsonian Museum.
The 46-million-year-old rocks in the background contain fossils of blood-engorged mosquito. We know this because their abdomens contain fragments of the blood protein hemoglobin, a remarkable remnant of ancient life.
While working with fossils, he learned about the old collection stored by the Constanius family. Curious, he visited them and looked through the boxes. That's when he noticed a mosquito that looked very different. It had a dark, swollen abdomen. He suspected it might contain ancient blood. To confirm the findings, experts from the museum ran several tests. They used high-tech tools to examine the mosquito. One test revealed a high level of iron in the abdomen, a condition typically associated with blood. Another test found the presence of heme, the part of blood that carries oxygen. These results proved that real blood was preserved inside the mosquito, even after 46 million years. This discovery is exciting, but it doesn't mean we can clone dinosaurs. The mosquito is too young to have fed on dinosaurs. It lived millions of years after they went extinct. Also, DNA breaks down over time and doesn't survive for millions of years. Even if there was some DNA, scientists don't have the technology to reconstruct a full genome or revive extinct animals. Although over 14,000 living insect species feed on blood, fossil evidence of this behavior is rare. So far, only 4 insect fossils have shown direct signs of blood feeding. In this study, scientists describe a fossilized mosquito from the Eocene era in Montana that still had a blood-filled abdomen. Tests showed high levels of iron and heme-related molecules, proving that parts of the blood were preserved. This discovery reveals that, under the right conditions, biomolecules such as those found in blood can survive for millions of years. Colossal Biosciences has announced the birth of 3 genetically engineered wolf puppies, Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, in 2025.
Turn now to that remarkable scientific breakthrough. A how 13,000 years in the making.
The dire wolf is the first de-extinct species.
We're making history!
And it's broken the internet.
Claiming to have de-extincted the dire wolf, which went extinct over 10,000 years ago. Using ancient DNA from fossils and synthetic biology, the company edited grey wolf genes to produce animals with some dire wolf-like traits, such as white fur and larger skulls. However, experts clarify that true dire wolves diverged from grey wolves between 2.5 and 6 million years ago and belong to a different genus. Because ancient DNA is too degraded to clone, scientists instead recreated partial traits. Critics argue this is not true de-extinction and caution against assuming extinct species can be fully brought back. Even though we can't bring back dinosaurs, this discovery is still very important. It demonstrates that biological materials such as blood can survive within fossils for millions of years. It also gives direct proof that mosquitoes were feeding on blood during that time. This helps scientists understand how insects evolved and what life looked like millions of years ago. One forgotten fossil in a basement turned out to be a major scientific discovery. It reminds us that nature still holds many secrets, and sometimes the biggest finds come from the most unexpected places. Who knows what else might be waiting to be found? If you found this story as amazing as we did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling us, if you could bring back one extinct animal, which one would it be?